I guess you want the inside too. Here you go. Good afternoon, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the partially mask-wearing militant state of Michigan. Bit of a sad day today. The two co-conspirators were found guilty. I don't think this is the end of the clown show that takes place. I forgot. Yes. 10 minutes ago, I washed the windshield. So, the windshield has been dutifully cleaned. We'll see how long it lasts. So, I'm sure there's going to be an appeal. Treasure Troller's prediction is the appeal will not happen until after November, after the elections. But there's something that I want to try to read. It's kind of hard to do a lot of things here all at once. And plus my handwriting is really bad, so even though I wrote it down, if I get it exactly right, hard to say. But anyways, one of the defendant's attorneys had made a comment after the case, and it goes, and I'll put it up on there. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys so you can read it. But part of the comment, paraphrasing, was you don't get to suspect that someone might commit a crime because you don't like things that they say, that you don't like their ideologies. Well, counselor, you are correct, but you're not. Unfortunately, you're not. Not in today's society. I mean, commit, you can change that word from commit to, I mean, as soon as I read that, the first thing that came to my mind was the immunity enhancement program. You don't get to punish people that don't have your views or ideologies, or you don't like what they say about particular drugs that could be used to help your chances of recovery should you get the immunity enhancement program. How about the people of MAGA? This is what our society has come down to. We're beginning to suspect people or prejudge people that they're going to commit a crime because of things they say or because you don't like their ideologies. That's what's happening today. And that's, I think, the most fearful thing about, and we'll talk about another instance coming up about the IRS agents hiring new agents. This sort of falls into that. It's we're heading to some dark times here. The next thing up that I was gonna that led into that was that the Amish farmer that was fined $300,000. I think additionally that was what they were charging him to have people come out and make sure he wasn't selling any beef. Basically, he sells organic meats and cheeses. They're free-range cows, and he has chickens and pigs. He doesn't use any gas. He still uses the traditional farming with horses. The fertilizer is supplied by the pigs and the chickens, I guess. But they're grass-fed, and then he has a food co-op, and people pay money for him to supply them with fruits and vegetables. And meat and cheeses. But the Fed doesn't like it because he doesn't process his food the way the U.S. Department of Agriculture processes beef. He can process the chicken any way he wants. If he has rabbits, he can process rabbits any way he wants. The Food and Drug Administration doesn't necessarily care. If it's he's doing it for his family, get hang it up in the barn for all they care and process it. So he's getting a lot of backblow. They showed up, armed agents once again, to an Amish farm. I mean, what the fuck are these guys thinking? And it's an Amish farm. I mean, think of the getaway. It's just crazy. We've had Amish where I live. We used to have an Amish community up here. We still have a few maybe Mennonites and stuff, but they're great people. We're actually going to be driving through Amish country tonight. But Treasure Troller's solution is that it's very similar to a real estate timeshare, or shall we say a co-op, where, especially a timeshare, where you're buying a specific, you're buying sort of into an apartment or whatnot, condominium, but you can also trade that out for other things, but your taxes and everything are assessed on this, so you own a part of it. I think what they should do is they should decide that this is, a food co-op where when you pay your money, you essentially own that cow. You own that cow, you own a portion of that cow, and then maintenance does on that cow as the farmer sees fit. So that would be my solution. Now, if he's selling out, the other thing too, the one exception to all this is if he's selling retail out of his shop, that's going to be a different story. I mean, as much as the whole organic grass-fed thing is appealing, and I would buy fruit from him any day of the week and twice on Sunday, I'm a little bit iffy on retail sales out of there. If it's just strictly co-op, that you just say when they pay for this, they own part of that cow. They're the owners of the cow, not me. I butcher them out as the need dictates. Treasure Troller solves it. Didn't even need to go to court. Saved thousands and thousands of dollars in attorney's fees and court costs, and of course saved the taxpayers thousands of dollars, but no one gives a shit about that. So the next thing is I was watching I will provide the link in here. There's going to be a bunch of links in this one. It was Mike Rowe, the guy that had that Dirty Jobs. He was doing an interview with a lady that works for him still, or used to. She was handled sort of media correspondence. Basically, he said, if you sent me a letter and you wanted an autographed picture of me, she's the one that mailed you the autographed picture. She was a member of Scientology. She was in the Going Clear movie. She was very close with John Travolta. She worked in that celebrity center in Los Angeles. And I should have looked this up because I forgot the name of it. She was one of those Scientologists that signed the billion-year contract. She was part of that core of slaves that worked for slave wages. But anyway, she had a comment where she might get sent to a job. She did a lot of things, initially, and finally ended up in the celebrity center. But she ended up, she may one day they just may take her in a few people and take them to a warehouse that's full of furniture, and they'd say, well, sand all this furniture down, and she would say, well, I've never sanded furniture before. And they'd say, well, think back to one of your past lives when you did sand stuff and put it to use. So she's got to, I guess, meditate. At the time, she was a member of the Miyagi-Do karate dojo when she would sand the floor, and to to figure out how to say it. And I was thinking, well, damn, I mean, this billion-year contract and shit, I'd just like wake up one day and go, hey, my billion years is done. Yeah, I signed this shit a billion years ago. I'm done now. I'm out of here. I mean, has anybody ended up leaving because they'd fulfilled their billion years? Yep, I'm done. This is it. Like Fauci. Announcing, well, in December is the end of my billionth year. I'm freaking out of here. So, I'm waiting for the first person to not re-up on their billion-year contract. So the next thing is more of a... So if the window washing stuff came through okay at the beginning, because I had to like do 3 different clips of that, I go into this at this gas station. There's a young lady in there. She's really nice. She's a pretty cute girl. She her milkshake brings all the boys in the yard. And there's one guy in particular that always seems to hang around down there. And he's got this, he has a face tattoo. And first I'm thinking, there is not a better form of birth control than a face tattoo. I mean, thigh tats on women, I mean, I'm not sure I can get past those. But a face tattoo, that's birth control. And so I was thinking, this is sort of now if you've got a good answer, this certainly isn't to make people unsubscribe to me by posing this question. I'm certainly not here to offend you. And if you've got a good answer, if you have a good answer, I'm all for it. I'll give you the props. But I'm thinking that for guys that have face tattoos, I'm seriously wondering that do they really think that when a woman sees that tattoo on their face, they say, man, I gotta have that piece. What makes them think that women, when they see that face tattoo, say to themselves, man, I gotta have that? If you got a good answer, give it to me. I'll even accept it. Won't even argue with you about it. I'm just curious. Okay. Just a couple more things. I'm going to be doing a sort of an update thing on the murder book tonight. I talked to you a little bit about it yesterday, about the Shannon Hammack case being solved, and so I wanted to sort of make it more, not only be happy about that, but make more of a remembrance, or there's still some other ones out there unsolved. So I was going to visit the grave of one that we've done in the past. I'll provide the links in here of the 2 vlogs, the Shannon Hammack vlog, and I'll provide this one. I'm going to be revisiting Jeanette Roberson over in Reed City. It's right on my way to work. So, the 2 vlogs are going to come out almost simultaneously, so I'm not sure what the point is putting it on this one, but I will. Some of you may not go over there, but the link will be there for both Sharon and Jeanette. I'll try to, if I have the mic roll, I'll put that one on there as well. And so I just don't want people to forget about Jeanette Roberson. And please don't comment. I understand that Sharon was found through DNA. Do not comment about DNA with the Jeanette Roberson case. Just don't do it. It's not relevant in this case, unfortunately. It was in its embryonic stages at the time of this murder. And for some other reasons, they didn't announce. I'm sure I put this on the vlog, but anyways, just watch the vlog. If there's a question about it before, they didn't put the call out as a murder or a possible homicide. They put the call out as a heart attack because back then everybody had scanners, police scanners. So they didn't want a whole bunch of people showing up at the murder scene. So ambulance crews and EMS and first responders all showed up thinking they were going to a heart attack, and so that's when they sort of trampled the crime scene. So there was that, and like I said, there were no crime scene protocols in place at the time, no forensic type auditing, anything like that. None of that existed at the time of this murder. So please don't comment on DNA. So the last thing is Adventures with Purpose. So, although I said it was clickbait, I had no idea that it was going to explode like that. I've done Adam the Woo videos. I commented on that mail thing that he did, Woo's Woes. I don't know how they compare subscriber-wise, but I did not get the views that I got from this one. I didn't have any idea until this afternoon. So somebody had commented about, oh man, great views, great job. So I thought I would post this. I don't even use these things, but I went into the YouTube analytics, and here's the YouTube analytics. It's like, I don't know what it is right now. It's like whatever it says on there, like 9. Basically, there's a 900 and it's like 957 total views and 937 new views. It's like the faithful 20. And then there's everybody else. So I thought that was kind of funny that the faithful 20 were around and we had all those new hits. So just to kind of cover a couple things about Adventures with Purpose that people were commenting in on there. I think like I said before, I think they do a great job. I just hope that this doesn't come back to create more problems with him, because anytime someone comes up missing, they're already working all these cold cases, and anything that comes up active and there's a body of water nearby, Adventures of Purpose is going to be called. And then law enforcement say, yeah, we looked through these links already, and they're going to say, yeah, well, that's what they said with that Rondi girl too. So I just hope it doesn't create a problem for them. They do great work. I have no issues with Adventures with Purpose. Somebody had made the comment about I should watch the whole video. I guess that's in reference. I'm pretty sure it's in reference to I said something to the effect that I watched like half the vlog. I watched the dive scenes. I've watched the whole Adventures with Purpose vlogs before. I know all the pre-planning, the strategy, the talking with the family members, talking with law enforcement, looking at the possible routes someone could travel. I'm aware of all that stuff. I know how much work goes into. Trust me, these murder vlogs can take up a lot of time. So the 10 or the 15 minutes you see, there could have been 3 or 4 weeks. Now, research alone. So I know that there's a lot of work that goes in before that. Let's see. I think that was really about it. I understand. And not only that, it's like I try to make these. This one's even going longer than I wanted, but I try to keep the vlogs short so that people will watch or listen to the whole vlogs, but I understand that most people won't. There could be people that skip to this section of the vlog, and I'm fine with that. So I understand that these vlogs people don't watch the whole things, so I'm pretty good with that. So that's about it. Like I said, I'm be going over, we'll be filming Jeanette Roberson, a little kind of memorial to her, and kind of tie in with the Shannon Hammack, and I will provide the links for that in this vlog. But like I said, those two vlogs are going to be going up relatively close together. So, but I'm surprised the windshield held up. No bugs. So with that, this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.